Well, if any of you know my camera, you would not believe what I just had to go through. For some reason, the zoom was all the way in. I'm like, did it just break finally? Did it finally go down in flames? Do I not have to set it on fire? But anywho, whew, yeah, what a weird one to start this video off, right? But we haven't done a step-parent vlog in a while, and I figured, why not? So I guess technically you could call this day 4.5 of enforced integration with my kids, aka spring break. Now, for those of you who know the cuteness factor, you're not going to be surprised by this. Last week, my kids had half days every single day for parent-teacher conferences or in-service days or some dumb thing Washington State makes up, where the teachers can just go get drunk in the teacher's lounge, have a party, and not care. I'm not saying that happens, I'm just making that up. So that time comes last Friday, where the kids come home and the cuteness factor opens the door, looks at me and smiles and goes, "Welcome to hell, Daddy." I should have been mad at her for swearing, but I was really proud of her because I'm like, okay, you got me. You got me really, really good. This has been, without a doubt, the most interesting spring break ever. We've had some issues. We had one day where we had to do basically $120 in laundry. We have some freshly shaven kids. Yeah, the brat wanted her head shaved. Okay. The cuteness factor wanted a Viking haircut, and it didn't go quite how she liked it, so now she has a shaved head. And the boy, well, he's just not taking care of his head, so, like usual with his hair, when you walk by and you feel like the Exxon Valdez grease pit, hair's gotta go. It's the deal him and I have. It's been there for a while, and it's gonna stand the test of time. I keep telling him, you can grow whatever hairstyle you want to, but as long as you're taking care of it. Once you're not taking care of it, it goes. For some reason, they're getting along, and that scares me. Okay, you parents who have one kid, oh my God, you're so lucky. You parents who have two and they get along, you're like, okay, well, I can see it. Brother, sister, brother, sister, sister, whatever. You get it. But when you have multiple and they're all getting along, it's like being a law enforcement officer and it's a quiet night. There's really no calls. You sit and you go, okay, I'm feeling a tremor in the force. What's going on? Who's doing what? You get really, really scared. But so far, they're doing good. They're helping with, chores around the house. We had WrestleMania this last weekend. It's usually a big event in the house. My kids love rooting for somebody and getting into the match, and the cuteness factor has her replica championship belt, which is always fun. When she gets put it up in the air. Better half doesn't like that too much when Brianna's running around the house going, "I'm the champ, I'm the champ." But it's some of those that you've got to be able to help change that narrative. We've gone from 18-hour marathons of Umi Zumi and Paw Patrol to leave me alone, I want to be on my tablet. The boys getting into Warhammer 40K, which is kind of weird and sad at the same point, because I'll be covering this on my gaming channel. The new edition of 40K is getting ready to roll out. So it's like everything we might want to buy, we're putting on hold to see if it's compatible in the new version or it gets phased out. But it's still fun watching him at, the painting table and the craft table, sitting. By the way, they're the same thing. It's just when you put the paints up and you bring out the tools, it's now the craft table. It's really fun watching him sit and do things, and watching him sit and try to figure things out. I'm having great memories of when I was coming up with, this hobby, and I had mentors who were showing me how to do things. Now, granted, my painting skills have improved tremendously since then, but it's going to be fun to help teach him. I know he's not going to get everything perfect and he's going to get frustrated, but it's all part of the process, right? But other than that, this is one of these weird little ones where things have been cool. It's really weird watching the cuteness factor with a shaved head. Because if you've ever watched the Mad Max reboot, those weird little white-covered kids, you know, with Amortium Joe, that's what she reminded me of when she stepped outside, because she's, like, really Irish in that pale skin. I was like, oh, God, you're glowing in the dark. Go back inside. Yeah, but this is a good one. You know, it's not... Which is funny, because in my Facebook memories, the pandemic memories are coming up. And some of those, I was writing really funny stuff because it was really true, and the kids were going berserk and all this other weird stuff. Yeah. I don't know. It's a good time for my kids. I'm really happy with what they're doing, and I'm really, really proud of what they're accomplishing, you know? It's really cool. And for once, I can say in a step-parent vlog, good on them. But still, here's another reason for this video. For you guys going through spring break that have multiple kids, what do you do to fill the time? How do you help fill that void? Do you plan trips? Do you do outings? Do you, I don't know, with baseball being back on, do you attend games in your area? Now, granted, they're not as family friendly as they want to. And, you know, what Rob Manfred has done to baseball, I think, is an abomination. Don't touch something that's frickin' perfect, because boomers or Gen whatever, or whatever you're calling these kids nowadays, can't understand the complexities of the sport. Like limiting pickoff throws, give me a break. But that's a whole nother video. Okay, whole nother video. Like I said, I'd like to know what you do. Because around here, it's kind of like keep the circus apes in line and make sure they have their tablets and, you know, their kibbles and bits and all the other fun stuff. Yeah. I don't know. But like I said, I want to know your questions, comments, love, hatred, anger, all that fun stuff right down below. You know, like I said, give me your tips, tricks, all that fun stuff. Now, if I made you laugh, made you cringe, made you cry, made you do any of that during this video, and I'm pretty sure that I did, please hit that big old thumbs up. It's only going to show love and support for the channel, and that is always appreciated. But there we go, guys. Spring break 2023. Thank God it's Tuesday. We've only got, what? Oh, God, 6 more days? Yeah. Pray for me. Pray for me, YouTube. Yeah. But still, I hope you're having a great day, a safe day, and we'll see you in our next video.